Hi everyone. I want to quickly talk about creating professional photos of sculptures. Now we've talked a lot about how to create great photos of our two-dimensional artworks like drawings or paintings, and that is a little easier to do because it's a two-dimensional surface and you just make sure your camera is angled right above the drawing and take a picture in good lighting. Crop it, rotate it, all that good stuff. But when it comes to sculptures, it's harder to get a quality photo. Now I'm just going to show you a few examples of photos that I've seen many of you submitting for the painted project, where you take the photo and the sculpture is on whatever surface you use to paint it on. So there's kind of some messiness around it. It could be on tin foil, or it could have other things in the background that are distracting. And those things in the background take away from the beauty of your work. Now, if you want to photograph the front of your sculpture and not just straight on, you're going to need to put a white piece of paper behind your sculpture and put your sculpture on top of a white piece of paper. Make sure that your sculpture is in good lighting and you can take a great photo of it. Let's look at a few of these sculptures and how the students have changed their photos to make them more professional, and we can compare the before and after. So we see here, this student has put the sculpture on a white sheet with a white sheet behind it. Now this sculpture looks like it was photoshopped, so the background now is a blank background, or they changed the background color and maybe added, or they put white paper behind it. You can always Photoshop if, say, like this particular student said their sculpture had broken. So they used the Remove Background website to remove the background behind the original sculpture, which you see here was a little bit messy. And then they put the project against a blank white background and cropped it. That's a lot more professional than how the sculpture was before. I would crop the photo. This is a perfect crop with a blank white background. That's excellent. I'm not too big of a fan. I'm not too keen on the paper towel right behind it. It looks a little bit messy. A blank white background is the best. And if you can crop out other things like shadows and stuff around the picture, then that's ideal. Again, try to get it on a plain background that's going to show your sculpture in the best angle and best light possible. So you will have an assignment here that's going to be sharing your salt dough sculpture, and you are going to put it on the Padlet. For many of you, that will mean re-photographing your sculpture in better lighting with a clean background. Make sure you do that before you submit it to the Padlet. The quality and professionality of your photo is what I will be grading you on. So if you want to get 5 out of 5 for your Padlet post, make sure that your photo is on a clean background that's a plain surface. Make sure that it's well lit, meaning good lighting, not heavy shadows, and make sure that it's cropped and rotated prior to uploading it to the Padlet. Make sure that you title your post with your first and last name, and then leave a positive comment for 2 peers on their post. All right, guys, good luck photographing, and I look forward to seeing all of your work on the class Padlet.